lethality and deterrent effect, and that's where we how we're going to achieve this is possibly through new missiles for the Navy and the Air Force, and that is through a strike capability with the naval ships and frigates most likely to have naval missiles, and the same sort of type of missile will be on the Poseidon P8 sub-hunting aircrafts, and this development and new combat strike capability will come through soon, and it just lets us know that our adversaries that, hey, look, we can strike out, we can sink ships, and we can strike out against you if there is a deterrent that's needed for New Zealand towards other nations. So also force multiplier with Australia and interoperability with partners. So what that means is that we're going to be working a bit more closely with Australia and our Five Eyes nations, and also with our Pacific countries in our backyard. So working closely together. Obviously, we've worked together for the last how long the Defence Force has been operating for. But what this does is that we're going to strengthen it even more closely with Australia in the next coming years. So this will be quite good. These are some of the things that are coming on board for the Defence Force. Special operations, more money and equipment and money into them, so that's quite good for our units like the SAS. Vehicles for New Zealand Defence Force, I've already touched base on a previous video with the Vintac vehicles. Replacing the artillery. And also replacing the LAV replacement. Not too sure what they will look like, but we'll know further along in the couple of years with the LAV replacement. We've got the NEA network army, so that's the comm systems and the communication platforms. And other investments as well. What is also new with this capability plan is that we're looking at the aerospace domain and investing in that. So that's really good for New Zealand. That's part of given our vast domain surveillance from the air and space, play a key role into understanding what's happening in our region. So this is something sort of new for the Defence Force. It's only sort of come on board in the last 10 years. So it's just a new capability. And then we have the uncrewed aerial system, the UAVs, which we're going to invest a lot more into. And those are the points that I'll touch on for this capability plan. Also in it is investment in defence structures and bases, and also investment in housing for the New Zealand Defence Force. So that's going to get some money chucked into it, and that means that the Defence Force personnel will be hopefully get upgraded accommodation, or in terms of housing will be new buildings built hopefully, and stuff like that. So on the whole, I think the capability plan is good. We definitely need to invest in the New Zealand Defence Force. The governments previous in the last 10 to 15 years to possibly last 30 years have underinvested, and and it showed, and also in the last sort of 10 years or so with the COVID pandemic, the New Zealand Defence Force lost a lot of personnel to other areas and that, and attrition and stuff like that. So yeah, there's going to be interesting space. Australia was quite happy with it. They had some good feedback on their news channels, and so yeah, and I think President Trump also has announced that he wants to spend $1 trillion on his defence of the USA, and he wants his NATO allies to spend 5% of their GDP, and New Zealand government under National is planning to raise that for New Zealand to 2% over 8 years. Yeah, 8 years I think it is, yeah. But anyway, that's my take on the Defence Capability Plan, and thanks for watching.
And thank you for watching John's Field Notes. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also like and follow my Facebook page. I'm also on Instagram. Cheers.